What's going on, podcast people? This is the DNE podcast. I'm nkrudi. I'm here with my co-host Raquan.
What's going on, guys?
And Jahmar.
You.
We're episode 4 of the podcast. Yo, we were supposed to have a guest on today, but Jahmar didn't clarify that he wasn't asking for next. He didn't clarify. He didn't let us know, and he really didn't let the guests know when he was gonna come on, and that was communicated probably. But it's all good though. It's all good.
Whoa!
What?
Listen. So we were discussing names in the chat. Me and Raquan both didn't know about a guest supposed to be here until today.
I don't want to be associated with this.
Yeah, no. Why didn't you know?
Because
I wasn't told. I wasn't told.
We didn't say to bring him in the next episode. We were just discussing names.
No. We weren't just discussing names. Because if you listen to every voice message I sent, you would have understood what I was talking about. Because I even said I gave an unofficial lineup for the next 4 weeks. The only reason why I said unofficial was because I didn't know what dates would work for each of those people I was going to ask. And I was going to ask the person too, but you said you got it. So I was like, oh, all right, Jahmar got it. Is it taking some initiative? All right, that's cool. I'm like, all right, bet. But when I came here today, I asked him, all right, so what's good to guess? He's like, oh. He's like, you meant this podcast? I'm like,
yo, did you listen to the voice message, Raquan?
Huh?
Did you listen to the voice message?
I did.
So how come you didn't know there was a guest not coming?
Because I wasn't in charge of getting the guest.
But you still would have known, like, okay, there's a guest coming.
I didn't know nothing. I just left that to y'all because y'all was discussing about the guest.
Y'all tell me what y'all think because
if it didn't have nothing to do with me, it was up to y'all.
All right. We'll just communicate that better next time.
yep. Yeah. It's all good though. It's all good. We got more guests to come on for future episodes. But how y'all been?
Shit, I've been good. I just came from the ER. That's what this thing is on. I actually just went straight from there, so I didn't even bother cutting it off. I just kind of started driving.
Did you take your picture and put it on Snapchat? Or, it's not an official visit to the hospital. If you're not putting it on social media.
I was in there. I just kind of wanted to go in and out as fast as possible. But I paid $800 for that bullshit. Just for the dude. He literally just ran like basic tests on me. Like he got the little hammer thing.
The reflex?
Yeah, checking my reflexes, seeing what was wrong.
Nothing
was wrong.
Bill?
Like checking my breathing, checking my heart rate, like doing like the thing where it's like, oh, can you see my fingers? And you gotta look like straight forward, but like see if your peripheral view is messed up. You know, asking me all like the normal stuff. I'm just in there like, that's it. And he went somewhere and told someone what was happening with me because I have this thing like right here at the front of my leg. Not all the way in my leg, but like at a good chunk of my leg is like a numbness type of thing. So actually before this podcast started, I thought it was a blood clot. So I had Jahmar Naeem test it for me. I Googled how to do it. You just gotta raise your leg up 10-degree angle, have someone squeeze the calf, and like it gets red.
Jahmar squeezes calf.
Or like crazy. If it get red or like black or anything like that, then that's how you know like you got a blood clot. Like because it's like forcing it to like, you know, get visible. But
you said it feel numb, right?
Yeah, it's numb. So I gotta go to a neurologist and have them check to see what's wrong with me. But the one that they gave me, like they always give you someone that's out of network. You know, so or like off the rare chance that maybe they are like in your insurance, then you're good. But for me personally, it's always someone that's out of network.
Oh, see, well, I would have asked my doctor if you could find somebody in network.
Yeah, so I have to ask my doctor tomorrow because they're actually closed now. So I have to ask them tomorrow and say, hey, just wondering, do you like they gave me this? I have to go to a neurologist, but I want to know if there's anyone in network that I can go to.
What you cheesing for?
Because I want you to tell them how it happened.
Huh?
How it happened?
How what happened?
Your leg got numb.
Oh, I have no idea. I just woke up one day and like it was like that. And it's been like that for like 4 or 5 days.
Man, I'll tell you what really happened.
He gonna say you cost him or something.
Nah, not even. You know, as you can tell on this podcast, we argue a lot, and I guess I got under Raquan's skin, and he tried to kick me.
Okay.
Sorry, that's like
You're stupid.
Should be numb ever since.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
No, I'm coming.
Nah, but hopefully it's nothing crazy because I can't believe I spent $800 just for him to run basic tests. And it's like max, like, not even max. Like once when you walk into the ER, they charge you a ridiculous rate. Like they can charge you like $6,000 off rip. or more. And like your insurance, you know, obviously would take care of a good chunk of it, but you still have to pay basically like a copay. Or something, because you're going into the ER and you're like getting immediate service and all this stuff. And thank God he didn't use no machines on me, because if he used machines, then I would have got charged even more.
Nah, yo, healthcare in America is crazy. Now you said $800 just for a trip to that's actually, you should have went to urgent care.
Honestly,
I should have.
That's what you should have did, bro. That's just way cheaper, bro.
Yeah, my doctor told me, because she was like, yeah, if you feel numbness, she's like, you might have to go to the ER now, because she was scared that if she couldn't see me, she was scared it could be a blood clot, which was what had me worried. And she was just like, yo, she's like, if that's like a blood clot or something serious, she's like, you need to go now. And she was like, how long has it been like that? I'm like, 3-4 days. She's like, yeah, you need to go now.
Nah, yeah,
so
I would have went to.
so
You could have saved you.
I know I could have saved so much money.
Yeah, there's one right over here by TJ Maxx, like on Washington.
Well, I went to the one by my house, so in Raritan. So I would have so I would have went to the urgent care somewhere over there.
I thought you were coming from work or something. I don't know why.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Shit, work been ass. I've been working like 50 plus hours, which is not a big deal. There's people in America that work, or across the world, that work a lot more, but they got me working like 50 something hours. And you know, it's fine, it's extra money, I need the money, and I should probably start doing it. But my days off have only been, for the past 3 weeks, Tuesday, and then that's it. Every other day is just work.
No cap, it feel good not having to work for like an establishment. No cap, bro. I haven't worked there for establishment since like February, when you had like cut your wrist.
Yeah.
Like, cause the way I get my money is just I just been like reselling shoes. That's all I've been, and so I've been able to stay afloat.
Yeah. Once when you get it big though, like it can just be like a full on like business. You know, if like you can ship it cross country and stuff.
I mean, no, I'm not. I wasn't. No, I'm just like buying shoes just to resell.
Oh, just like extra cash.
Yeah, extra cash, basically just to pay my bills and shit like that. I mean, cause I use like eBay, Mercury and shit like that, where I can sell my shoes and shit like that. Where that I shit like the person I shipped to was like in Washington. That shit was across country, bro. Yeah. I just got paid from it today because it took like over the weekend, a couple of days just to get to him.
Yeah.
Didn't you say it was hard to sell on like eBay?
Bro, yes, because they changed their system. It's. To be honest, they changed it for the worst, because I can't get like no views, no sales like I was getting before. Yeah. That's why I downloaded the other app called I don't know if it's pronounced Mercury or Mercari, but I downloaded that and I already made. I made like 2 sales. I only had the app for like a week and like a half maybe or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you put the same shoes on each website, or like, and then like how does it work?
How does what work?
So like if someone buys it on eBay and someone buys it on Mercari or whatever,
they won't buy it at the same time. If someone buys it on eBay, I'll take it off like everywhere I have listed, like
immediately, or
because I know I'll say for GOAT, it's a sneaker selling website. That's the only place where I could sell like my used shoes. I couldn't sell my used shoes on like StockX. I mean, I could sell on eBay and like Mercari and shit like that, but usually I use GOAT to sell my used shoes because people were buying from there. If you cancel an order or something like that, say I forgot to take your shoes off, I'll have to cancel the order. They have like a point system, and so if you cancel an order, it's like you lose 20 points. But every sale you get like, I don't know if it's like 5 or 10 points or some shit like that. It's something like that, yeah. So I remember I was like in good, I'll say great standing, like where I if I have a new pair of shoes, I won't have to take a picture of it. But I remember I like had to cancel order one time because I didn't realize I had sold like the wrong shoe size by accident. I listed the wrong one, and so I had to cancel that order, but it dropped my standing like 20 points. I'm like, damn, it went to like the net. I was still in a good level, but it was like damn, like just one cancel sale. I'm like, I don't do that shit all the time. That same shit happened with StockX too, but I don't use StockX like that. I just use it to check prices mostly.
Yeah. See what the competition's selling?
Yeah. So I know what to like sell the shoe for, like what I could probably.
Do you typically go with lower, so then you get immediate like?
No.
Nah. Oh, you just match it.
I usually match it, yeah, and I'll check StockX for like the StockX is dead stock shoe, which means like brand new, haven't been worn, shit like that. So that's like the new price. But then I'll go on GOAT to check the used price. So like you'll see when you're used, you could list it for whatever price you want, even with StockX too. But I'll see what people are selling it for used and see like if my shoe's in better condition, I could probably get more for it. If it's in worse condition, I'm like, I might have to drop my price below, something like that. But I keep all my shoes in good condition, so that's why I'm able to usually get like a good price. Like I sold like these Vapor Maxes the other day for like $225, which is good.
That's solid bread.
And it's actually,
and like, is that also included with like shipping and handling? Like you charge extra for that or not? Or they just pay for the shipping through the app?
They pay for it through the app. When you're in for this app Mercari, it's like you have to pay. The buyer pays. Like I don't think the seller can pay it. Like change it or some shit like that. So yeah, and the shoe I bought the shoe for $200, and so like the new shoe, if you try to resell it, it's like $250. But I was able to sell it for $225, which is above retail. So even while I used it, I still got more for it.
That's solid.
I know.
Yeah, that's solid. Get to enjoy the shoes and then sell them later.
Yeah, like if I don't want them anymore, like if I feel like all right, I don't know, whatever, I'll sell it.
So when you sell the shoes, you sell it. It's basically like for a profit. So whatever you bought it from before, you're selling it at a higher price. So like let's say you bought the shoe at $185, and are you able to sell it at $225 or nah? It has to be in like mint condition for you to be able to do that. Not
every time. So sometimes if you buy new shoes, they won't do good on the market, and they could actually fall below retail. So like you can see that on StockX. You might see a new shoe on there, but it's still below retail, so you can actually lose money. I've lost money before. I remember I thought the shoe was gonna do good, and I'm like, damn, I just have to sell it. Like, I lost. I couldn't return at the time because it was too far away from the date. And there's sometimes I'll just hold on to a shoe, let it kick. Like I've held on to shoes for years just to sell it later on because I'm like, damn, like I didn't want to lose this profit right now on this shoe because I spent this much and I couldn't return it. So I'm like, I'll just wait. I gave it time and I was able to sell for more.
And it's still money that you can get back because let's say if you're not even like you said, you're not using the shoe for years. Like anyone can just sell a shoe and be like, okay, you know what? Like I'm not using these anymore. You know, if someone wants to like slim down their closet and just sell a bunch of stuff, they can just do that and get rid of it. And then now they have all this extra cash to do with whatever they need.
Yeah, and I mean, that's to be honest, that's why I always take care of like my shoes and stuff like that, because like I know I can get more. And like for like years, like these, guess how old these are? Like you couldn't tell, like these don't look that bad, but guess how old these are?
Like 5 years old.
These from 2013.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, damn.
And it's I mean, y'all can't see them. They're just like slides, but like they're worn, but like you who would think you would have something from 2013?
They're not damaged or anything like that. Yeah.
And Jahmar like, damn, it was actually from 2013. He ain't looking at them like, damn, like these are actually good.
Nah.
Yeah.
So when it comes to used shoes that you sell, what's the most you will wear one? Like how many times would you wear it before you're like, all right, I can't sell these. Like I wore too many. Because I don't know how it is with sneakers, but like they could tell if you walked on them once.
Well, you had to put that in the description. Like you have to tell if it's used, if it's new, stuff like that. You have to put that when you're selling the shoe. But no, I've never worn down a shoe crazy where I couldn't sell it. I mean, you can sell it. You can sell a rundown shoe. People do sell rundown shoes. They won't get as much. Like I've never sold a shoe for like, all right, nah, actually not just sold out, but usually the shoes I buy, I'm making like at least a $50, somewhere like a $50 profit. But I usually never sell any of my shoes for under 100. I did sell one shoe for like $70, but I got them for free. It was for free shoes, and I just sold them for. So I wore them a couple of times, and I was good condition, but I got like $70 for it.
So media gratification. It's always nice though that you're staying like positive, like net positive too.
Oh yeah.
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 And where do you get the shoes? My fault. I said, where do you get the shoes from? Like when they drop it, like
I buy shoes from Nike, their sneakers app, StockX sometimes. Sometimes I bought from StockX and I was still able to sell for more like elsewhere. Goat. Like yeah, those are where like whenever that I get like there's a new drop, I'm on it.
That'll be like a nice little extra stream of income if like you just do it on days where there's sales or something like that for shoes, or even on Black Friday if there's sales for that, or Cyber Monday, you can just buy a bunch of shoes and then you just sell them later.
If you want to buy a bunch of like the same shoe, you need a bot. But I'm not, like I said, I only do it for like a cat like side shit. Like I just need extra cash. But people like do take like shoe buying and reselling. It's like serious. It's way bigger than it used to be before. Like, I mean, but I'll say it's safer too, because niggas used to be getting shot for Jordans back in the day, yo. Like when you used to have like those when you used to line up outside, bro. People were getting shot for shoes for Jordans, bro. It was crazy. So I mean, it's definitely better now because the sneakers app, they just like drop Jordans and shit on the sneakers app now. So I mean, they drop on Foot Locker too and stuff like that. But Foot Locker, to be honest, everybody say like which app is worse, but I don't care. Sneakers app, I've gotten drops on there. Sometimes you won't get like what you like. It's a raffle type shit. So sometimes you get picked, sometimes you won't. But I think Foot Locker's the worst. Every time Foot Locker drops, the app is crashed, bro. Like you can't get on, bro. I'm like, I don't even try the Foot Locker, bro. If I don't get the shoe, I don't get the shoe. It's whatever.
I did something like that for the PS5.
Well, you got a bot?
Huh?
You got a bot?
No. I'm talking about like lining up because they had something at the mall, and it was like the store opened at like I don't even remember. Let's just say it was like 8 or 9.
Wait, you lined up for yours?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you got yours online.
I didn't get it.
Oh,
I didn't
okay,
get it.
okay.
Let me tell my story.
I thought I'm my fault.
So I get there and there's hella people. But I'm looking at everyone. I'm like, yo, no one here is faster than me. So like, and you had to like walk, like you had to go straight a little bit down like a hall and then go up the escalators to get to GameStop. And I was like, I definitely can beat people here and then make it.
That's like a Black Friday mindset.
Yeah,
like
that's a nigga mindset, bro. He said nobody here faster than me, bro. That's crazy.
Yo, for real, a lot of people was like overweight and like or older, or they had their kids and they're not gonna leave their kids, but
especially for no damn game.
Yeah.
They'll leave their kids.
I get like I knew the drop. Like people were lining up from like 5, and I think Thomas was there too. Like I think he was there trying to get it. Him and Pape, and they got like the Xbox and
I remember that day.
That day, so I pull up. Like I said, people were out there since like 5, possibly even all night. I get there 20 minutes before the drop. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to beat people. They're like, oh yeah, they already give out the tickets to the first from people, and like they're gonna be able to go. So it wasn't even a race. I was like, wow. I definitely would have took off. I would have felt good too.
I would have, I run a 4.240, so I would have been out. No cap.
My girl got me the PS5. I was lucky. She got it for me for my birthday, but it was like a couple months after the PS5 already came out. I'm pretty sure, because my birthday is February 15th. And when did the PS5 drop?
November.
Yeah, so it was a couple months after, and I was content with the PS4. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was so content with it, but it's nice having the PS5. It's so slim. And it doesn't take up a lot of space. And my PS4 was like a jet engine.
I mean, the PS5 not really slim because the PS4 is slimmer, but it definitely is way quieter.
No, like the whole like how I can put it up vertical. It saves a lot of room, instead of having something flat down. But like, especially my PS4 was like a jet engine. Like all you hearing is like and I know it used to annoy niggas on the mic because I know you can hear it and there's nothing I can do about it. The only way to stop it is to turn it off.
When I used to record with the PS4, like I actually had to move my PS4 across the room. I had to get like a long HDMI cord to plug in because like, it would pick up in my mic. All you hear was a fan like boom, like damn. Like I had like I'll show you after the podcast like one of my old videos I had, bro. Like all you heard was a PlayStation blowing, and like I didn't know how to set up my mic anyway, so like it was bad, bro. So I literally moved that shit across the room so it wouldn't pick up when I was recording. Yeah. But now since I have the PS5, I moved it a little bit closer, but like I have it's on this like it's next to my Xbox One and my Switch. No, not Xbox One, Xbox Series X. Yeah. I got them all.
I was thinking about getting the Xbox, but I didn't do it once when my girl got me the PS5 for her birthday because it's coming up in August. So this month we're going to a Bad Bunny concert. So I bought her and me tickets for that, and like that'll be like her birthday gift.
What you gonna be doing at the concert?
Huh?
What you gonna be doing?
What you mean at the concert?
Like you
mumbling? Oh yeah.
You gonna be, there's different people like when you taking like say you're taking a significant other to the concert, but like you're not really into that music though. Like but you there to take her as like an experience, some shit like that. Like I seen like people just be standing there like. When they're playing, or you gonna be vibing like you gonna be saying some random ass words that's not your Spanish.
I be singing along like when we went to the J. Cole concert. I'm not all big on like putting my hands up and like if the nigga says put your hands up, I'm like fuck it, everyone's doing it. Or like put your lighters up, or I don't got lighters, so I'll do my phone. If a nigga says that, it's just like I'll do it. It's the vibes.
That's some bullhead because nobody say lighters anymore. They just say they say turn your lights on. They don't put lighters anymore.
But I'll do it because it's the vibes. It's just how it is. But like I don't really like go crazy. So I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be singing the song and stuff like that. If I was drunk, that'll be a different story. But I'm actually I'm trying not to drink no more.
Oh
so
shit!
Today is it was supposed to be yesterday, but.
It was supposed to be yesterday.
It was supposed to be the start of the month, but I fucked up and I drank, and then I was like, "Oh shit, I'm supposed to be not to be drinking." So today's day number 1. So I'm not even gonna be drunk at the concert. I'm gonna be sober as shit. So I'm just gonna have her drink. I'm like, yeah, have fun, because it's her birthday and like she fucks with the nigga. I like, don't get me wrong, Bad Bunny's cool and everything like that, but I have no idea what the fuck he's saying.
I
don't know nothing that he's saying. If he says like something like necesito or tu sabe or something like that, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what that nigga's saying. But like,
what's tu? I know sabe.
Tu sabe?
I know two.
Yeah, tu sabe is
that
like
a word or 2 different words.
2 different words.
Okay,
I know two and sabe. No, so like yeah.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, like okay. It's just something that Spanish people be saying after it, like when they're talking, they be like tu sabe, like saying like yeah, You know how we be like word. It's kind of like
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's kind of like them saying like word, but it's
Say
just saying
word.
you know, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, but next, well, this coming Sunday, about leave. Hold up, let me check the date. Sunday is the 7th. So I think this upcoming summer I got a wedding to go to.
Oh shit.
I only been to one wedding before though. It was my aunt's. Well, not you know how your family, like, it's not really family. No, I'll say it. It's not really blood family, but like
yeah, you saw them out of respect. Yeah.
Y'all know y'all got aunts, but it's not really not your aunt, but it's your aunt. Yeah. So one of those. I was the ring bearer. When I was like mad young, and that's the only time I went to a wedding. Like I know my dad had a wedding, but I didn't go to his wedding. To be honest, the only reason why I didn't go was Sakai, because I was like a kid. But Sakai didn't. I don't know his reason for not wanting to go. But I don't know if he was like mad at my dad or something like that. But if Sakai wasn't going, I wasn't going. It was like a package thing. So if he wasn't, like, I was a kid, like anywhere Sakai went, I was going with him. If he wasn't going, I'm like, I'm not going.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with like my dad. But I didn't go.
Just like a brotherly thing.
Yeah, like I was just anywhere. I was just like, I was at Sakai's hip, like basically, like your little brother be on your hip. That was it. So yeah, I didn't go to my dad's wedding when I was younger. But yeah, I never went to. I don't know anybody else that got married. I mean, I guess we'll be seeing more marriages coming up in our year since we getting around that age.
That's facts. That's facts. And everybody already having children and everything. So you know, it's either like you already hit the child spot. So like the next spot.
Y'all got kids in the way?
No.
Oh.
The
way they think
No, hell no.
Nah, I don't got no kid on the way. Amen.
Yeah.
Facts. What y'all think about
I'll
weddings?
get a heart attack, huh?
What y'all think about weddings? Like, are you
Weddings?
excited for would you want one, or like? It's just like
I would
whatever?
have a very low key wedding.
Yeah.
Like it would, like I went to a wedding recently with my girl, because my boy invited me, because I helped them get together back at Urban. Like I'll be like, yo, just talk to each other. I was like the middleman, so I was like, yo, guys, just talk to each other, like, you know, stop all this bullshit. So he invited me because of that, and so when we went, it was like somewhere in Denville on the water, like a lake house somewhere over there, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was just like a backyard wedding, not too many people, probably like 40 people max. You know, I'm used to when I went to weddings, like my mom's wedding, she brought everybody and anybody. Like it was niggas that I didn't even know. I was like, who are you? Like, you know what I mean? And they're over here coming up to me like, oh, Raquan, you remember me? Like,
nigga, no,
like, no,
remember you.
No, yeah. They're like, oh, you remember me? Like, they're like, oh man, you grew up so fast. I'm just like, oh no, like I'm sorry, like no disrespect, like how do I know you? And then it's always like, I remember when you was a baby, and it's like, oh, nigga, I'm not gonna know then, you know, like. So, but yeah, like weddings like that is cool. Like they came in, like they pulled up on the boat, like him and the groomsmen pulled up on the boat, and like she was waiting for him. So it kind of was, well, not waiting for him, she was inside. Because it's bad luck to see the wife before like the actual shit starts, I guess.
Y'all believe in luck?
No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in none of that bullshit.
Did you hear about the theory about that?
Huh?
Did you hear about a theory about that?
No.
Like whoever came up with it did it just because he didn't want to deal with searching for a dress and doing all that comes with like before a wedding.
I can see that. I can see that. But yeah, I don't believe in any of that bullshit. But like my wedding would be so low key. It would be only a small amount of people. Nothing too crazy. Because me and my girl, Erica, she was like, why spend all that money on a wedding when you can just put it somewhere else, like to a house, or you can put it to like the vacation after, you know what I'm saying? Like flowers alone will cost you like
weddings are
thousands of dollars. It's not worth it. Just do something low key. No one. I can even find, because I'm in the restaurant business, I can find a bartender instead of going to like
you saying that, like,
a wedding venue person.
You gonna have money though. You gonna be rich, right?
Yeah.
Nah,
you're not gonna be rich.
I would hope I'm rich, but like I don't assume that I'm gonna be rich. You know, like I'm a very logical person. I just like look at them. It's like, shit. Will I have it? Will I not have it?
We gonna be rich.
I hope so.
All my niggas rich as fuck.
Yes. Yeah. What about you?
What about me?
You excited, looking forward to it, or it's like
looking forward to what?
Weddings.
My wedding or like a wedding?
Your wedding.
Your wedding.
Bro, I'm single,
okay,
bro.
now, but like I'm just saying in the future, like were you ever like, oh, I can't wait for my wedding day and all that, or it's just like,
I mean, I hope to get married one day, but like excited. I wouldn't say like the word right now. Like I'm really just chilling right now.
Yeah.
That's really it. Like I'm not. It's like I'm not. Oh yeah, I can't wait to that shit.
Yeah.
I'm living. I'm going day by day, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's something like, you know, if you're really into weddings, like, and like there's those people that you actually see them when they're really into weddings. Like that's all they,
Fiending.
Yeah, they'll be fiending for it. They'll be like, oh my God, I can't wait. Like this is gonna be my dress, and like they have a perfect wedding in their brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even know what my shit would be like. You know, the only thing I know is like who my best man would be, and that's it. Like I don't know really much else.
Ooh.
Jamar.
Well, not me. Sometimes.
But like I don't really know like, you know, like much else like about my wedding. Because it's like when I was younger, I was super excited about like weddings, and like don't get me wrong, I'm excited like to have a kid. One, the other one will be adoption. I think I said that before in like episode 1, but the other one will be like I adopt one more. Just like pull a kid out of the system, like a shitty ass system.
Does it matter what race the kid is?
Nah, it doesn't matter at all. Just pull one out, you know, because it's ass there. There was actually, you know, TJ.
Yeah.
So TJ is one of the guys I work with.
Oh, TJ, okay.
You know TJ?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Alright.
Way back.
So TJ is one of the guys I work with, and one of his buddies was in foster care.
Yeah.
And you know how you get a check for foster care?
Yeah.
Right? Like you're doing, I guess, quote unquote, the government a favor. So the government, like, because you're helping the child out, you know what I'm saying? So they give you money so you can take care of that kid, because like you're taking out an extra responsibility that you didn't have to do, right? Like you don't have to adopt somebody. You're not obligated to do it. So the government gives you checks like every month or whatever.
So passive income.
It's not, yeah, I guess.
People do that shit as an actual business.
Yeah,
I'm
they do.
No cap. People do it as a business, which is kind of wrong.
Well, there's ones where it's actually an actual business, but like they're actually nice and like actually make sure the kids are fed and everything like that. So they don't really get a lot of money out of it because they're still using a lot of their money, but like, and they still work and everything like that. They just do it out of the kindness of their hearts, but they can only do it for so many years, and they do it like you're a pit stop, so you'll only be there for like 1 to 2 years, and then like you get shipped off somewhere else. There's people that do that. Actually, this girl's family that I know, super nice family, and some of the adopted kids still come back to them to, you know, see them. But going back to what I was saying is like, with TJ's friend, the guy said that the parents used to give him less food. What?
No, go ahead.
Oh, the parents would give him less food. And then when he'd be like, "Oh, can I have more?" They would say to him, "No, your check doesn't cover it."
Wow.
So basically, they're trying to skim some money off the top so they can like make a profit, but like at the expense of the child. And it's really ass. Like I've heard some stories like from adopted kids, and like it is ass. Some kids can't wait to turn 18 so they can sign that paper and get the fuck out, and like they'll just figure it out. But like when they're 18, they can sign that paper, and like because they're a legal adult now, so then they can like get separated from whatever guardian that they have.
So you do think you're gonna be rich?
Because no, you don't need to be rich to be a
like you got to be well set and financially stable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I wouldn't even have my spawn before I have something financially stable. So if I'm not financially stable, it's like, why would I bring someone in this like a world that's already fucked up? You know what I'm saying? But then make it even more fucked up for him or her because I'm broke. And I just wanted to be selfish and I had a kid. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's not logical. It's like,
just like me, you know. That's what I be saying. I'm like, bro, how can I bring in a kid when I don't got nothing for this kid to? I mean, I can't offer the kid nothing, bro. Like, what can I offer them? Like, I'm not financially stable. Like, I'm not set. Like,
yeah,
I can't do that to a kid.
Yeah, exactly. It's not their fault, you know. But that's how I look at it. How you feel about weddings? You excited? I know you and your girl been together for like a while now, right?
Yeah.
What's a while?
Huh?
What's a while?
2 weeks. No, I get it. About a year and 2 months now.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Oh, she
you love
gonna
her?
love this. Huh?
You love her?
You said she gonna love this?
Yeah.
Right,
okay. I feel like I know what you're gonna say. Continue.
Nah, to be honest, I never really thought about it, but like she works in that industry with weddings, so I learned a lot about like weddings. And one thing I'm definitely looking forward to now is the open bar. So it's just going all right, maybe for some people,
but like I'm just saying, when you're paying for the wedding.
Yeah, but the whole thing's gonna be expensive regardless.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
so,
absolutely.
I think that's gonna be mad fun and like just people balling, drinking, having a good time.
Yeah.
As long as the music good, niggas be on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be like that, and I know my friends is gonna turn up.
So how you feel about children then?
Huh?
Children.
Why you say that? They heard you the first time. When they say "huh," that quick, they know they heard you.
Oh shit.
Man.
You like on the fence about it?
Yeah, I say I am.
You don't know if you want kids?
Huh?
Nigga, bro.
I need time to think. All these rapid questions, I'm being interrogated. God damn. What's Nah, I play it. Nah, I be on the fence about it just cause it's like it's a lot going into it. I do want to be financially stable, and it just takes a lot out of your time to do stuff like waking up in the middle of the night, not getting a full night's rest.
Yeah, that's facts. But if you think about it, like, and like, I'm not saying like there should be a reason why to have a kid, but you already stay up. Well, now you go to sleep early.
Yeah.
Like you'll go to sleep max like 12 o'clock. But if you think about it, like naturally you're already doing that before. You're just staying up super late and playing video games. It's basically like this, almost like the same thing in terms of time zone. The only difference is like you'll just actually be getting up randomly. You know what I'm saying? But if you say it'll be the same problem. Yeah, I know. That is the problem though. That is the problem. But some babies just don't cry.
Yeah.
You can have a baby that doesn't cry, or you can have one that bawls their eyes out. It's really a luck of the draw.
And I'm already gonna be a crier.
Yeah.
Just like his dad.
I was a crybaby when I was a baby too. But like, to be honest, like my mom just had my brother, and it was like
congrats.
Yeah. Well, like a year now.
You have another brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Weren't they planning about that?
Huh?
I think you told me about that. You told me
I
that.
did not know you had another brother, bro.
Yeah,
What?
I remember when you told me about the pregnancy. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It was Marcus.
Yeah.
I thought it was just Kaden. What's your brother? What's his name?
Marcus Johnson.
Oh.
He sent it in the group chat, and Marcus was like, "Oh shit, you named him after me."
Yeah, but like it was just like the first year where it was like the sleep was like on and off. But like now he sleeps through the night, and it's only been a year. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then like there's little moments where like my little brothers were the reason why I was like, I don't want to take care of them and all that stuff. But like as they're getting older, and there's certain things that I like where I'm like, okay, like this is not bad. Like teaching someone about life and how to go through it, and so they're not a terrible person. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Not yet. Not anytime soon. Don't get me twisted. But yeah, but like that's why I'm on the fence, just because it's like I gotta be mentally prepared to like deal with all the sacrifices that I'm gonna have to deal with before.
Yeah. The ages from 1 to 5, I feel like is, or maybe even 1 to 4 is like the shitty ages where you really gotta deal with a lot of bullshit. Like, don't get me wrong, when they get older, the older they get, like the more problems it gets. It's like more complex problems, and I could deal with complex problems if like it's someone I can actually talk to. I can't really talk to you when you're like, or even like 1 to 5. Like I can't really talk to you when you're 1 to 5. You know, like you're still trying to figure out shit. When you start hitting like 6, then you know by that, or 4 to 6 is when they really start getting their own personality and kind of figuring shit out slowly, because their brain obviously is like a sponge and they're absorbing a lot more information than like us, right? So it's like they're still trying to figure shit out and all that stuff. But like the whole age where it's like I can't even communicate to you, like talking from like 1 to, what is it? When do kids start talking? Like full sentences? 3, 2?
Maybe
I don't be around kids enough to know when they just actually start talking about.
Like,
maybe young.
Like today when I was in the ER, there was a little girl. She had to be at least 1, and she's over here just fucking bawling her eyes out. Granted, I think she was sick because she was also coughing at the same time. But like that's the way like she can communicate to everybody, saying like something's wrong, I'm coughing a lot, I'm sick. So she has to keep crying and like letting it out, showing something's wrong. Like they're not, unless your baby is somehow going to be a future psychopath, you know, they're not going to sit there and just sit there, be sick, and you know, not have something to communicate with you. And usually crying is the like the communication, which that shit I think is the one hump that I have to get over. like hearing all that crying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's easy to think like that when you calm.
Yeah,
When you getting no sleep,
that's
you
facts.
don't even know why they crying.
And you're not gonna be getting no sex either, because that baby's gonna
Ooh.
rip apart everything down there, and she's
Who
not
not?
gonna want to have sex for a while.
Ooh.
The woman, like if they give birth naturally,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they're
But
not
the
gonna have
paternity leave?
because after you have like you give birth, after that like shit actually falls out of them.
Well, yeah, baby does.
No, like shit after the baby.
Oh, you're talking about the afterbirth,
Yeah,
like
so
the placenta.
like so all that shit
You
falls
be
out.
eating that.
And ooh,
I'm eating. Nah, but that paternity leave too. I'm like, yeah.
some companies don't even do that.
Yeah, not all companies do.
Yeah, that's a luxury.
It's like it's becoming more common now, but like it's still like kind of a new thing.
Yeah, it's I think they're trying to adopt it because a lot of European countries will actually pay you for maternity leave, and it's like a staple there. So maybe they're trying to copy what European countries do, but America just be doing whatever the fuck America wants.
You know what? How you say that word?
Hmm?
European? How you say it?
European?
The way you say it sounds crazy.
What, European?
It sounds like you say European.
Oh.
fine.
Shit, I don't know. Maybe it's my accent. I know sometimes my
What accent?
my Bayesian accent be coming up. Yeah, because my mom just be turning it off and on, and now that my grandparents are home,
Okay.
yeah.
I forgot you're an immigrant.
What'd you say? What the nigga said assume immediately they heard you?
I said I forgot you're an immigrant.
Yeah.
I forgot you're not from here.
Yeah.
Yo, if you can learn 3 languages fluently, which one would they be?
Spanish.
Well, English gotta be one of them since we know that.
You said other.
Well, you said
languages.
learn.
You said other
you're
languages.
right. But you forgot all your languages now.
What?
Which
Oh,
one?
so you're saying I don't
3.
know anything?
Yeah, 3.
Oh, so English because it has such cultural influence. Like there's other countries across the world that want to learn English so they can communicate with us. Spanish because I'm in America, so it makes sense to learn it. And honestly, Mandarin. Like those are like the big 3. Well, what do the people from India speak? You know what I'm talking about?
I think it's a few languages. Like,
Yeah, I know, but there's like a
languages
solid. I know, like everyone has like their own shit, but like there's a solid foundation where like it's kind of like Russian and Ukrainian. Like they have like the Russian is like the solid foundation, but they have like little intricacies, but you can still understand if that makes
Hindi.
sense. It's Hindi.
It's the official language of India.
Yeah, so
With English being the second official, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like you just said, the English influence is crazy.
I would probably if it's not Mandarin, I would probably learn Hindi because there's such a large ass population and a lot of them are just migrating everywhere. So it would make sense to learn that because like if I have a job and like there's a bunch of them that speak it, or not, if there's a bunch of them that speak it or there's a bunch of them that come in for assistance, I can just speak it to them easily. It's the same thing with Spanish.
I'll be English, Spanish, and Mandarin is actually a good one because a lot of people too, like I said, like wherever you're from, like you probably want to be here most, like that's probably what you want to learn. And there's like it would be cool to learn an African language, but there's so many languages in Africa.
But there is always at least one solid foundation because it has to branch off from somewhere.
Yeah.
So they'll be able to understand like a little bit.
Same shit with patois. That shit branched. That's English, but then like it was like mixed with like some of the African languages. That's what you got like what they speak in Jamaica and most of the Caribbean islands.
Yeah, like they all have like the thing like Creole's the same shit.
Yeah, Creole's like French and like African, like some.
It's basically like they describe it's like broken.
It's
broken French.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll just say Mandarin. Like, I mean, I don't even see it that much. Or like, what do like Middle Eastern people be speaking?
Oh, you mean shit?
Like Afghanistan, Pakistan. There'd be a lot around that here too, like that.
I think it all depends on like the specific region that they're in and how many people are actually there.
I'll just say Mandarin then.
Yeah, but think about how often would you use that.
Mandarin or Japanese is a good one too.
Japanese is a good one.
Japanese is a good one too.
Yeah, but how many Japanese people do you see?
You can just watch anime.
That's why it'll be good.
So you have no subtitles. You can just watch straight through. That's true. That's true.
That'll be probably the only way I'll watch subbed without the actual subtitles and shit like that. Because I watch it dub. I don't got no problem. I'm trying to hear what they sound. I'd rather not like read along. Like the only show I read along to was
Naruto,
Attack on Titan, My Hero.
There's a lot of them.
That was in Korean.
I thought you were trying to name animes.
I was thinking like.
I actually didn't watch Squid Games. I heard it was fire though.
I just finished watching it like last week. It was good.
Yeah, I gotta watch Snowfall. Oh, actually, real quick, what languages did you pick?
English girl like Fiona. So, English, Spanish, and Japanese.
English, Spanish, Japanese.
Yeah,
that's solid.
Those will affect.
But Japanese
my
is strictly only for Mandarin for anime.
Yeah,
strictly.
I think I would go there like once I know the language and just be out there a little bit more.
Talk about. I don't even know the word. I was about to say ni hao. I'm like, that's Chinese. Damn, I'm actually
shit. Yeah, that'll be tough.
Damn, Tamagotchi? That's
Tamagotchi? No, that's a toy. Yeah. What?
Konnichiwa? Is that Japanese or that Japanese?
No, that might be Mandarin.
Mandarin, I think that's
really?
Mandarin too.
Yeah.
No, that's Japanese.
Really? Konnichiwa?
Yeah, because of the A. Why? The Japanese have like the O's and the A's.
It might be Japanese. I don't know. But I gotta watch Snowfall though.
Yeah,
Snowfall. It's based off of. It's the real Rick Ross. The real Rick Ross
in the show.
No, the real Rick Ross isn't in the show, but it's based off the he's from I think he might be from Crenshaw, but I don't know.
The real Rick Ross.
The real Rick Ross.
Who is the one we know fake?
Apparently, I'm still learning all this, but Snowfall is based off of. His name is Freeway Rick Ross or Freeway Ricky Ross or something like that. That's his Freeway is his nickname, but Ricky Ross is his actual name. So it's based off of him. So in the show he's called Franklin, and Freeway wasn't a part of like the show at all. He describes that as a fairy tale because they don't know actually what went down. The director doesn't know. So it's like basically just fairy tale story, but it's kind of try to base off of stuff that happened with his life, going off of like shit that he's talked about and everything like that. So Freeway that's his name, and Franklin is the name of the main character. So it's playing off of like F's, but not actually using Freeway's name. So Freeway went to jail for 20 years. He was supposed to go to jail for life. He had California's drug game on lock.
Yes.
He was able to amass $900 million for $900 million for a drug, like as a drug empire. And then he was illiterate. He didn't go to college. I don't even know if he finished high school, but he was illiterate. He said the reason in the interview, he said the reason why he started selling drugs is because he saw like some movie back in the day, and he was like, oh, like that's what I'm gonna do, and I want to go out that way. So he can just like be on an island and like just be chilling and stuff like that. But he was like, at the same time, how do you tell a young man to like stop making more? But that's the crazy part about greed. Like he had an empire of 900 million and he just couldn't walk away. Like he walked away once. I think he got like in trouble for it, which was strike number 1. But then
he got in trouble for walking away.
No, he got no. When he walked away after his first strike, he got his strike. So and it's like
he walked away,
and then he walked away, and then he got a second strike, and then that second strike they gave him 2 strikes at the same time, which is not a thing. Like your strikes have to be strike, do your time, strike.
A strike from who? They giving out strikes? What?
You have strikes. You know what strikes are?
No.
So like if you get like 3 strikes, then basically they'll just lock you up forever.
Wait, so the government know you doing it, but they just giving you strikes?
No, like you do like whatever time that you have to do, but like when you come out, you're already locked into the system. So when you hit the 3 strikes, then like now you're just like considered like a but like a true criminal, I guess you can say, because like you're just not learning your lesson. But I think the strikes have to be a certain. I don't know. I'm still learning this stuff because I'm not into law, so I'm still learning this stuff. But he was able to teach himself in prison when he was in prison for 20 years because he was supposed to be in prison for life because he got his 3rd strike. but he found the loophole around it, and the cops, what they did some scummy shit. He got, when he got his second strike, they charged him for a third strike on the same time of the second strike, which isn't a thing. You can only get charged like one strike at a time. Like, it can't be both of them at the same time. So then he got himself out of prison and everything like that. And then that's when he finally walked away from the drug game and everything like that. So now he's writing books and he's going to be doing stuff. Really like just calm guy, and seems like a very down to earth guy. But he called out Rick Ross and said, like, hey, like, I don't got no problems with you, but you need to come to terms. Like, stop like lying and putting on this persona saying like you're Rick Ross. Yeah, he's
because
like,
Rick Ross was actually, well, the rapper was a,
yeah, he was a security guard for like a prison or some shit like that.
What's the word for that? It's already C, right? Something officer.
Conviction officer.
It's not conviction. It's something else officer.
I don't know, but yeah, he was just like, yo, like, stop putting on this persona. And he basically said, like, straight up, like, Rick Ross doesn't live that life. Oh, correction officer. Yeah. He basically said, like, Rick Ross doesn't live that life and all that stuff. He's like, he's just using my name as a persona. And he tried to sue him, and he did sue them. But in the long run, or in the end, they both lost money. So, but yeah, Rick Ross is still apparently using his name. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Rick Ross Williams, like Robert something. I just looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Franklin.
GTA?
No. And
Snowfall.
Yeah.
He be making bread. Like, in the 80s, it's crazy. And like
$200,000 a day, he said he made.
Yeah,
like the actual like freeway. He's like, as long as I made my $200K, I was good. He's like, I wasn't worried about anybody else.
Yo, I asked you one of the questions from the show. So like, let's say we're the three main characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Franklin. Raquan does a crime, and I offer you half a bill to serve the time that he did for his crime, and I'll pay your family, I think it was like $50,000 each month until you get out, and then you get another $500,000 when you get out.
I mean, if you poor shit like that, that's kind of not hard to turn down.
That's all poor.
But you also need protection in there.
But that's what he said he would provide too. He's doing all that.
Shit, I would probably take it, to be honest.
It was
because it's like you don't really need.
Bad. Like, if I was in that situation like that, like in the 80s, stuff like that, like no income, like very poor shit like that.
Yeah, they were in poor part of California, nothing but drugs.
$500,000?
Wait, let me tell you, $500,000.
$500,000?
Yeah.
You said bill first.
I thought you said bill too.
He did.
Let me say what the. All right, let's bump it up. $500 billion.
That would just be crazy.
All right, but let me tell you what the crime
where
is.
that money came from for sure.
Let me tell you what the crime is, though. You killed a kid.
Oh, in prison though.
You should have got protection, right?
Yeah,
but in prison, you kill a kid. Some people like really take offense to that.
Yeah,
and they will kill you.
But you got how long you going to jail for? A prison?
Probably a while.
I don't know what the sentence was, but it was crazy because Franklin was working with the government, so like.
No, so
I don't want to say too much without ruining the show.
Situation, but like if I was in the 80s and the 80s stuff like that, and that like sort of bad situation, okay.
Yeah. Well, you were growing up in what is it, Crenshaw? Where they're at?
I think so.
You were growing up in Crenshaw, surrounded by nothing but like gangs, stuff like that. And he's probably offering it to a grown ass man that just feels stuck and that has no.
He was part of the crew. So like, if us three were the like people.
I mean, if you're part of the crew,
you were his bodyguard.
Yeah, if you're part of the crew, I mean, like. Some niggas can still just get stuck anyway because it's just like you're part of it now. Like it's hard. It's very hard to walk away. Very hard to walk away.
That shit just flicker?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, I was about to say.
You should have scared him. Like, nah. Because we heard some noise earlier. Yeah. Like, yo, what's that? I'm like, yo, go check that shit out. That's not me. I ain't no Scooby Doo. Yo, you think you would have hung out with Scooby Doo in their gang?
Hell no.
In the gang? And what Scooby Doo?
What Scooby Doo?
Because there's what's new Scooby Doo and there's a Scooby.
Any one of them. He's just talking about like, would you be down to go on all those like trips and just be saying like, oh, we gonna solve this mystery?
It was never counting real ghosts, but nah,
like, I ain't solving shit.
But at the beginning, they don't know that. They're like, oh, let's go to this abandoned like insane asylum or some shit like that. Like,
what's new Scooby Doo wasn't scary because I guess the way the art was, but the first Scooby Doo that came out in whatever year, like the 60s or whatever shit, 70s. Bro, that shit, bro. The way the art is, I ain't gonna lie. That shit kind of like spooky, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit spooky.
Yeah. Scooby Doo was fire back in the day. I used to love that shit. And then they created a new one recently, right? With like very updated artwork and
like
visuals.
There's like 2 new Scooby Doos.
Yeah, Mystery Incorporated. That's what it was.
That was an actual mystery show. That was a different take on Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
That was actually it was a good show.
Yeah, it was pretty solid.
Live action or cartoon?
Cartoon.
Yeah, but they were solving like the same mystery throughout like the whole season, and then once when they figured some shit out, then like it, like you said, it was actually a mystery instead of like every day. I'm not going to.
It was
but
like some conspiracy type shit too, or something like that. It was actually good.
Yeah, and there was a lot of plot twists and all this stuff, and you're just like, wait, that person's a bad guy? What the fuck? Yeah, it was crazy. And then the last person that you expected to be working for the person was like had ties with somebody else. It was wild.
Sounded like Scooby Doo.
Yeah, but it was like a whole new take, like he was saying, a whole new take on Scooby Doo. Like every Scooby Doo was just an episode you solved it. Yeah, and then it was done. They maybe had like those one random episodes where it would carry over to a second episode. Yeah, but like those are just like specials.
I love the Scooby Doo where they met the different version of themselves, like the multiverse one. It was like in a video game, and then they met like themselves, but it was just in a different world. Yeah, I think it was a movie. You ain't never seen the name?
Why you saying Naeem? Like,
because you were looking confused. He knew what I was talking about.
I'm trying to figure out what the movie was.
I don't know what the movie was called, but it was like, I think the other Shaggy was wearing like red. I can't remember if he was wearing red.
I know what you're talking about.
Or they were just animated differently.
No, he was wearing red. I know exactly what you're talking about. He had a red shirt. I know what you're talking about.
Might have.
He a 2000 baby, so
I'm not. You obviously came out in 2000. You a 2000 baby.
No.
Yo, I got a question. Do you think a lack of strong male role models is like the number one? I won't say number one, but a big issue of our time.
Lack of a strong
role model.
No.
Did I say strong male role model.
No.
You don't think that if people had like a good like male role model in their life growing up, they wouldn't be like I say a better person than they are today? Cause I think of some of the kids in our town that grew up with, like the ones who are always like getting in trouble, locked up. Like most of them didn't have a strong male role model in their life, right?
That's true. I get that. However, I get that, but I'm on the fence now because if you can have a strong, like not a strong role model, but you can still.
Did you have a good strong male role?
Well, I had my stepdad that came in later, but my role model was but my role model growing up was my mom, because I didn't know my biological father. So that was my mom, and my mom was like busting her ass and doing all that, and I got into like the normal kid shit, like back when you're younger, just doing dumb shit, and get in trouble with the teachers. I did that, but then when I hit like 5th grade. Like I just moved out and I was just a normal kid going to school.
When did your stepdad come to your life?
When did he? I don't remember.
Were you in middle school or elementary school?
It has been a while, but I don't remember what grade it was. That's crazy.
Was it in elementary or middle? Like maybe.
I think it was probably around like 4th grade.
So your stepdad came. You said by 5th grade you had straightened out.
Yeah, but there wasn't really much that me and my stepdad really did with each other back then, because it was like brand new and it was just like, I don't know this motherfucker, and it wasn't him like living in the house. It was just like he would come in, like, or they would go on dates, stuff like that. So I actually didn't really know him that much. I did get introduced to him before, and like randomly we would play, like we would shoot hoops or something like that, but like we never actually did anything because it was like more so he's getting to know my mom and like going on dates and stuff like that. And then eventually he moved into the house, if that makes sense.
What you think, Jahmar?
I think it plays a big factor, because if you even look at kids now, they're going on like YouTube and just trying to be like their YouTuber that they're watching, or just watching someone else and see how they react. And if they have a good male role model going through some of the feelings that they experience, like how to handle anger when you're angry, or when you're sad, or like you're just confused and you don't know what to do. It's just like certain emotions that like a guy will give you that's different than a female. Not saying that like it's better, but like it's just a different perspective, and that different perspective could save you and make you make a better decision.
That's true. I do like okay, I see what you're saying. So yeah, that does make sense. I see what you're saying. But with what is it called? I think it also comes down to, and I'm not whatever, like you pick who you pick. You know what I'm saying? So you can have a shitty role model. No, not shitty role model, because that's just a whole nother story. You can pick who you pick, and you know, a father can just leave, you know what I'm saying, because he's not like down for the situation, everything like that. You know, and then a woman will then be upset or not want to pick the child, like not want to do anything really with the child and stuff like that, because you know she wants to do her own thing and all that stuff because there's no other person helping her out. So she might go out partying more and all that bullshit, or she'll like leave the child to be watched, you know, by the parents and stuff like that. And then she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go out to party. Like I've met some parents like that. So I think it more so comes down to not a strong male role model. I think it just comes down to having a healthy household, if that makes sense. Like you need to have, I personally believe that a healthy household needs to have, and I don't care if it's like man, woman, or woman, or man, as long as there's two parents that are there taking care of you, to take the load and the stress off of the other parent. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to duel it out. You can't just be like, okay, fuck this bitch, I'm gone. And then now that one parent's by themselves and they have to work and provide for that kid and do everything that they can. And then on top of that, you have to then make sure the kid gets to school on time, do what they got to do, feed them, cook for them. Like it's a 24/7 job for both parents. But when it's just you, the workload is now more, and it truly is now a 24/7 job instead of like, hey, like today I need you to pick them up, or hey, today I need you to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I think it needs to be both parents in the household and have a strong foundation of being a family more, and like less about the strong father, because a woman can give a strong input, because there's some guys out there that just won't have the answers, but the woman will have an answer, or you know, or vice versa. There's some guys out there that really, I'm gonna be honest with you, should not be fathers, and there's women out there that should not be mothers. It's as simple as that. Not everyone needs to have a child, plus we're overpopulated anyway, but not everyone needs a child or should be a parent, you know. So I understand that, but when you do have that child, it's like you both have to be in it to win it and actually communicate to each other, so then you can then communicate to that child effectively.
Me personally, I think a strong male role model is very important in your life, and I think it really determines how that kid will turn out in life. I know this is a Bible verse called Proverbs 22. It says, train a child in the way he should go, and when they are old they should not turn from it. So I believe even like having a male in the house, I think you should have both male and female in the house, but like sometimes, like I know, say in the black community, like past recent time, I think it's kind of more changing now, but there wasn't a lot of males in the house. A lot of single moms growing up. When I like first half of my life, it was just me, my mom, and my brother. My dad moved in with my dad like when I was like 13, going into like, what grade was I going into? I was going into 7th grade, so I actually might have been like 12 or something shit like that. But my dad was never like the strong male role model in my life. I grew up in the church, so there was a lot of male role models in my life. I used to go meet my mom. My mom didn't want me and my brother in the street growing up, so she made sure of that. So like I know, like every Wednesdays we used to go to this thing in our church called Boys to Men. And so it was like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so it used to be like a lot of like it was like young kids like around my age, a little bit older than us, and they'll have like other males in there. They'll like teach us what to do, stuff like that. They take us to the park and stuff and play like that, like. And so those are like, to be honest, like my Uncle Sean, Uncle Big Sean, Uncle Ronnie, my Uncle Josh. Those are like the people who like the role models I saw in my life, like growing up. And so those were like my memories. Like, so like, to be honest, I didn't want to be nothing like my dad growing up. Like I like, even to this day, like I won't say my dad is a bad person, but like the things he did, like I make sure like I don't want to be like what he was. I don't think that my dad was the best parent that he could have been to me. So I know that when I have kids growing up, I'm gonna make sure that I'm the best parent that they can have and stuff like that.
Naturally. I had some male role models, you know, but I had role models all around. Like there's my grandmother that took care of me, my grandfather. When my mom was in America, because she was trying to like move me out of Barbados to come here. She didn't want to have me stick. And
so you didn't come exactly with your mom?
No.
Okay.
So for 2 years, from 1 to 2, I would rotate from Barbados to Brooklyn, and then that was just me for 2 years. And then my sister was born, but she was born she was born in America, like Morristown Hospital or something like that, I think.
Yeah, you should be in the more remote. Now it's just like Morristown Medical Center.
Yeah, so she was born over there. That's I think when I fully came here, I would still rotate every summer, like go back to Barbados and everything like that. But yeah, I definitely had some strong male role models.
It's a tongue twister, bro. Like it is a tongue twister. I don't know why.
I had some strong male role models, for sure. And I used to go to church every Sunday. So you know there was, you know, all those people, that I would see. You know, pretty people with like good heads on their shoulders, or at least that's the persona that they put out. You know, you don't want to look like you're crazy.
Yeah.
So, you know, just definitely seeing those people, talking to them. And then I either had to go to Sunday school or I had to go to Saturday school. And it's
Saturday?
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
Yeah. So the church, huh?
7-day Adventist?
Who?
7-day Adventist?
Oh, I don't remember the name.
Okay.
But the specific church that I went to, I forget the name of it. But they had a Sunday school option, but they also had a Saturday school option. The reason why they did a Saturday school option, even though like we weren't Catholic, we were Christian. The reason why they did the Saturday school option was because they knew that kids had school on Monday, and they didn't want you to be there at church on Sunday, but then have to do Sunday school after, and then you had to go home to do homework. So they were like, okay, like you can come on either day. You know, it wasn't an optional thing, but my family made me do it for a while.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I think it doesn't have to be a male. Like I think, like you said, huh?
No, I say go ahead.
Like how you say it could be like to women as a parent, but I definitely do think that like male role model would help though, just because like just going through life, like some guys really think that like guys are better than girls, and if you have only girls to listen to, you're not gonna like treat them, or women I should say, you're not gonna treat them the same way as you would with a male, because you look at you guys differently. Like and that's where the male role model comes in, is to teach you like you guys are equals, you guys both can
teach you right from wrong.
And like that's where I think that comes in, because going on the street is like, oh, never trust, you know. And then if
never trust what?
Huh?
Never trust what?
A shady figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. And but basically, so you grow up thinking that, and you're not gonna learn from a shady figure if that's what you think they're a shady figure. But it's your responsibility to realize, figure that out on your own. But it does help having a male role model.
I get that. You can learn that, and I think it's nice for a woman to teach a son what she knows about women or whatever it is, or like at least you can see the way that the parents interact. Like it's nice to see that. You know, but like what you said, like a woman can teach that, and both men and women can teach that, but like there's things that a woman can only teach something, and there's certain things that only a man can teach.
That's why I believe that you gotta have some type of male role model in your life, because like they said, you can only certain shit like another man could teach like your son or something like that. So, like, I feel like if you have a if you're a single mom, stuff like that, and the dad's not in the life, I feel like you should try to find some. I'm not saying like trying to find a spouse or like someone like just like even an uncle or someone to put in that kid's life to look up, like so they know how to be a man growing up.
That makes sense. Yeah, so you know, there's all like those different stuff, because you don't want to have a situation where it's like a single father, because sometimes single fathers can get real bitter. You know, so you don't want to have a single father and then them saying like, oh no, like fuck women and all this stuff, like hey, just you know, teaching you wrong stuff. Like there's fathers that'll give you advice saying like, oh, like, you know, like fuck as much as you can, and then you'll eventually find that right one. You know, it's like, that's not a lesson. Like you'll probably learn that, you know, later. That's what humans naturally do. They just fuck whoever, and then eventually they get with the right one, or they stick with one person. That's just a natural
I'm a
thing.
virgin though.
Stop
like,
it.
Y'all tell me this not fatherless behavior. Like I feel like, click on that. Tell me
like,
that's not fatherless behavior.
But you know, that's like just a natural thing. So but
like that's fatherless behavior, bro.
in the middle of the street, that's crazy. But you know, that's just like a natural thing. But then also, you don't want to have a woman like this is like a man to like a son, but you also don't want to have a single mom that's bitter. And this is where I say like you need to have the balance of like a healthy household. This is, you don't want to have like a woman teaching her daughter that like her pussy's just gold. You know, I know there's a mind.
Now she wouldn't do that.
No, because there's a mindset of like with some women where it's like you are the prize. In some cases, yes, you are. You know, but you're not always the prize. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're not always the prize. It's, like you will be the prize, assuming if like you are in hierarchy, but hierarchy is both men and women. You know what I mean? Like kind of like a star power. You know, you will have
like the Powerpuff Girls.
No, star power. You know what you don't know what star power is?
No.
Star power is you're not gonna like. Let's say if Naeem is a high paid actor and you're just starting off.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So like you're gonna go with the more high paid actor because they're gonna bring in more views and everything, like, or the well known one because they're gonna bring in more views, more revenue for you and stuff like that. Put your name on the map, etc. Right? It's the same thing with like men and women. It's like, however, it's opposite if everyone knows you, because men kind of tend to like fall back from that because they're just like, oh, what does she do? Like, does she fuck a lot of niggas? You know, but and even some women don't even go with guys because they'll be like, oh shit, like he's a player, he fucks with a lot of girls, like I don't want to go for him. You know, maybe you might fuck that person, but like sometimes you don't end up dating that person. That's just the nature of the beast. It's up to you to make that decision. But you know, shit like that, it's like there's a lot of, like I said, not all parents should be parents. There's a lot of parents just teaching wrong shit to people.
Yeah.
And like you got asshole men growing up, like. And sometimes it's not even the father's fault. Sometimes the kid just, like you said, shady figure, just takes the wrong path, you know, because there's the nature versus nurture. Like nature definitely plays a part. There's only so much that nurture can do, because a parent's not going to be with you 24/7. If a parent is with you 24/7, like sometimes you will raise some like weird ass kids, you know, because they're super dependent on their parents for everything. Like they can't even brush their teeth without parents' permission. You know what I'm saying? But then you also have some like asshole women that like just think everything about them is gold, and it's just like, yo, like you could just be average, you know, and you have to accept that. I know I'm not the most handsome person in the world. People ask me like, what do you think you are out of 10? And I'll say straight up, probably 6, probably 7. You know, I don't just go like I'm a 10, because there's no such thing as perfect. You know,
it's a little high, but
I think no cap. It probably is a little bit high. Who knows? Like to somebody else, that could be a 4 or 5, and it's just like that's just the nature of the beast. But I'm not gonna sit here and think I am like this. No, I'm just like being honest.
Huh?
What are you?
I said y'all took that way too serious. I was just playing.
I was just rolling with the you know.
Me?
Good night.
Go ahead.
Like, but you know, that's just the nature of the beast. Is it's like everyone got too much of like these hiatuses about certain things, and it's like. It's not that serious, but I think it all comes down to either the teaching, but also the nurture, because everyone's seeing all this shit on like Instagram. Like it's a constant war between men and women. Like you got people making like videos about kings and stuff like that, like protect yourselves, like don't do all this stuff, which is good to a certain point, but then after a while it gets toxic. And then there's women saying like, oh, like you have this, like you're the prize, blah 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 blah. And like it can be good to a certain point, like I said, but then after a while it gets toxic, because then everyone's gonna start believing way too into it, if that makes sense.
I feel like, yeah, like you said, once it goes too far, I feel like it's fine. Like if you're trying to like uplift yourself or uplift that other woman, yeah. But like once you try to start saying that to the other gender, like say if woman's saying like I'm the prize, stuff like that, like bro.
It's like yeah, relax, relax, cause you ain't that honey dip.
Because I'm gonna show you the video after the podcast. But remember, Jahmar was showing you that video with Asian and Low.
Yeah.
How this woman she was trying to say that this guy, his name is Agent. He was trying to say that like women aren't always a prize because like there's in certain cases like the man could be the prize.
Man could be the prize, yeah.
Yeah, and so this girl was trying to say like he said, so when it comes to LeBron James, who's the prize? He was like
LeBron every time. No
bro,
worries.
I was like, bro, it was crazy.
No, not the wife.
Bro,
no.
Yeah, bro, like clearly the billionaire athlete, like LeBron James. Yeah,
he is a prize, and like it's like for third party, he is the prize for female, right? Because he can take care of you. Like
he's the breadwinner.
Like he is the breadwinner. He can take care of you. He can make sure like you never have to work again, stuff like that. He is the prize, right? However, if you're looking from within, his wife for him is the prize because his wife is like a good mother, takes care of like, you know, she probably doesn't even have to take care of the house because they have maids, but like, you know, like most likely, but you know, she takes care of what she has to do. She's there for him. She's like a wife. A wife is supposed to be there for her husband, but a husband's also supposed to be there for his wife, right? So like looking insideward, like she is the prize, but that she is the prize for him,
yeah,
you know. To the outside world, it's clearly LeBron. You know, it's just how it is. But you know, some people just think, nah, I'm always a prize.
I also think it's whatever you like. So if a girl like, oh, I'm the golden one, there's going to be people that are like, yes, you are, and like buy into that.
Mm-hmm.
You feel that way because that don't rock with you. But there are some people that are out there that like that. They want to be on the submissive side. They want to be disrespected. There's freaking
like to each their own.
World, there's anything in the world.
Yeah, what's he saying? Like what?
Have you seen that one episode? Do you watch Euphoria?
Nah, I heard about it though.
Oh,
I watched season 1. Haven't caught up though.
Bro, there was one scene where this girl, she was famous on the Star for like I don't know, she was just showing off her body a little bit and everybody was liking it. And she was live chatting and one dude was like, I want you to disrespect me. And she was like, you're fat, you're ugly. And the dude was eating it up. He loved all that stuff. So like there's people that like that.
I mean, like to each their own. I just personally can't get into that. I don't understand how like you want to be disrespected to that point.
It's something,
you know, like that's it's something.
Actually, I don't know, but there's something in it. I love that shit.
Hey.
But like, there's like you know what's that girl? The Catch Me Outside girl?
Her name's Danielle Bergoli.
Yeah, that. Okay, so she posted her OnlyFans earnings, and like this is like again where like people like what you're going off of with. It's like men really will just pay for anything when it comes to the opposite sex. Like there's men out there that will do it.
That's literally what a strip club is, bro.
Yeah, exactly. She posted her OnlyFans earnings and she made like some
crazy
ridiculous amount. Like it was like above at least 5 million. I know.
Yeah, it was some crazy shit.
Yeah, and I know she bought. No, it had to be way above 5 million. I think she was in like the 50 millions because then after that, the next slide was that she recently just bought a house for $5 million.
Yeah, it was crazy shit.
Yeah,
bro. But those just lonely men who were
absolutely
paying for some type of interaction. But like when you're that big. Like she has like people that manage her OnlyFans, bro. Like there's people like she not sitting there messaging every nigga.
No.
If somebody,
or you just have a robot do it or something like that.
It's probably another nigga who knows like what another nigga would like to be messaging. Like yeah, it's probably another nigga that you messaging, bro, which is crazy. Like you don't even know who's
it's a whole scheme. Like you can really make money off of that. And I was talking to I'm not gonna say her name. But she says that she was gonna start an OnlyFans, and I was like, fucking do it. I was like, absolutely.
You gonna be a subscriber?
Huh? No. I don't.
Shit, bro. Huh?
No. I'm not. Right, yeah. Like it's like if you're gonna make money off of it, make money off of it. It's like who gives a fuck, you know? I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm not gonna feed into that beast. Like porn is free, but I'm not gonna feed into that beast. But you know, there's men out there who will, and you can make stupid money off of it. Now, obviously, for you to make like into the millions, you got to be like the top 1% and shit like that, right? But even making like an extra 1,000, 2,000 per month, you know, off of literally taking a picture of your asshole, like Like, you know,
oh, places you get a name.
Nigga said titties, ain't asshole.
you know, like you know, there's niggas out there that'll even pay for feet pictures.
Yo,
yeah, that's.
I'm
wild.
sorry, them niggas is weird, bro.
Yeah,
Them niggas is weird, bro. Paying for what? How you getting turned on my
I
toes?
don't know. And going off the disrespecting thing that you were talking about, I saw a video on YouTube. This dude wanted to be dominated so much where he has like, he wears a bag over his head, right? Has the bag over his head, is at the bank account. She makes him eject money out, and he goes like, how much should I like enter out miss or whatever, master, whatever
I know
fuck.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, like how much money should I eject out of the bank account, master? And she's just like, this much, like you fucking whatever. And then he like takes off the bag so like it doesn't show his face, because that would be embarrassing if everyone knew who he was. So takes off the bag so like he can like see it, but like his face isn't shown. Types it in, puts the bag on, like, and like gets back on his knees and goes like, is this enough? And she was just like, this will suffice for now, but she's like, but you need to give me more next time and all this bullshit. And then like she then steps on him, and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, master. Like, I'm so sorry, master. Like, I'll make sure to get you more. And it's just like, yo, like niggas out here really down that bad.
And guess what? You know what that is?
What?
A lack of a good, strong male role model in life, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that's exactly
circle.
what that shit is, bro. There's no way, bro.
Yeah.
There's no way he had a strong male role in his life.
Yeah.
I want to know how they found out that that was their king.
I don't know.
I
They probably had to be
bro.
in at least one abusive relationship, and the girl, like, you know, started going off, and then they're like, wait, I kind of like this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it had to be that. If it's not that, then the nigga just probably was watching some porn and looked at it, and he was like, that seems interesting. You know, because they'll like kick you, step on you, fucking call you a bitch, saying like, you need to do more, give me more. And I don't know. I can't get into that. But to each their own. Like, yo.
I mean, what you say? Man, get over me.
Yeah. But yeah, going off with the girl, I'm just like, yo, I'm like, definitely start the OnlyFans. Like, why would you not start the OnlyFans? Like, I see no reason for you.
You always do that.
Huh?
I said, you always do that.
Do what?
You be like, I'm not saying the name, and then say the name.
I didn't say anyone's name.
Okay.
I said a name. I don't think I said a name.
I don't remember saying anything. But you know me, though.
Yeah, but I told the girl, I'm just like, yeah, absolutely, start the OnlyFans. Like, why not? You know, make that bread. Anybody watching this?
She
make
started
that
it?
bread. Huh? What?
You started it?
She started it?
I'm asking.
Yeah, she said she started it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm subscribed.
Hmm?
I'm subscribed. No, I'm kidding. I don't even know who it is.
I'll tell you after. You know who it is. I'll tell you after. I'm not gonna say the name. I'll tell you after.
And she gonna mad you. If she see this, she'll be like, you told him?
Nah, her thing
It's like,
is
you trying to get some money?
her thing is public. Like, it's on her Snapchat. She be talking about it. So it's public out there. Like,
Did she go to our school?
yeah, she went to our school.
Do I know her?
You probably do.
I think I do. I think I know who you're talking about.
You probably do.
Did she used to be your friend before? Like, you wasn't
Nah,
friend?
she wasn't my friend.
She was never your friend?
Nah, never my friend.
They was best friends. That's why.
I think I know who you're talking about, but I'll
Yeah, that'll be after. That'll be after. But if I said the name by mistake, then damn. But I really don't think I said the name.
And we'll talk about it after.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it after.
Y'all holding a podcast about these people want to hear. They trying to subscribe.
Nah, that'd be crazy because everyone fucking
Nah, she ain't getting no free promo.
no cap. No cap.
Nah, all right. I think we got like one more topic, maybe.
All right.
Oh yeah, what was that question y'all asked the guy before?
We gonna get to that at the end.
Oh, word.
We'll get to that
Okay,
at the end. I think we got some time. Yeah. I want to ask. So we were speaking on the topic of having kids and stuff like that. How do y'all believe in disciplining your kids? Because I know growing up,
I got my ass whooped.
niggas was getting whooped, bro.
I got my ass whooped.
Me, not a lot, because I was a good child. Niggas be think I be gassed. I'm like, no, bro, I was not trying. I used to get, but not me. Nah, I saw him. I'm like, I'm good off that.
off that.
I'm
Yeah.
good off that, bro. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, nah, I used to get my ass whooped like belt, slipper, hanger,
Hey, you know, coming from a
comb.
household from to be honest, whatever in reach.
Front hand, back hand.
I know, going up in like
Yeah,
Caribbean
hands,
household,
shit.
you know, it's
Yeah.
bad. I know.
Yeah. Nah, growing up with that, like getting my ass whooped, I personally wouldn't want to do it. I would discipline in a way in terms of like I would ground you, but like it would be like serious conversations to really talk about it. But I'm not gonna like actually like whoop my kids, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit is like Like I'm fine, but like some kids really will take that to heart and like remember that for life, you know, which is natural. Like you're literally hitting them, which is natural. But then like just come around and basically, I don't want my kid like hating me for the rest of my life, or even worse, like just being like, you know what, fuck this shit.
Oh,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Damn. What about you?
Or you can get your kid taken away now for that shit.
Yeah,
you could always have, but you know.
It wasn't like, you never see it happen.
No black kid was telling on their parents.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
I don't know.
You beat your kid?
Huh?
You beat your kid?
I think there could be.
Said, I'm thinking about it.
Could be a situation, but I think for the most part, about like how I've been growing as a
Did you get whooped?
Hell yeah. Oh. But I'm just saying like how I've been growing, and I do think it's effective sometimes just because they think you sweet. But
sweet.
But I think I was watching this interview with Jordan Peele, right, and he was talking about scary movies, and he was saying that what makes scary movies so scary is the thought of whatever is like scary. So,
but eventually someone will call you bluff, though. I know you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I think I'm going to build the suspense that I wouldn't beat them and not do it. Maybe even chase after and smack the wall hard as shit. So you're saying like act like I missed and then have someone hold me back.
Nah. So just so I'm correct here, you're saying intimidation.
Well, they'll call you a bluff eventually.
But I'm like,
it's like this nigga has been doing this for 10 years and he ain't do shit.
But at the same time, we would talk things through and be like, oh, blah 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 blah, and we'll work on it. But like, I think that's like when they testing my gangster. It's like when I'll get to that point, you know, might even just throw everything off the table and just like, what the fuck?
This nigga, you go crazy.
He
said he gonna throw everything off the table.
Like, it's gonna be a time where like you get tested, but I feel like I'm gonna be calm. That's also the good thing, because like I'm very calm when it comes to situations like that. Even when I get mad, every once in a while I might snap and you're like, yo, but like, can y'all even name moments where like I've really been like tweaking and y'all piss me off multiple times, especially you, because you love instigating. So y'all love instigating, and you know what I do? I just stay calm, like, all right, cool, and I come back when I'm calmed down. If I'm ever like furious, I'll never put my hands on it, because I don't even do that with my brother. Like my brother, like, he'll do, like, he tested my games during quarantine, you know, I gotta watch him, and he's doing homework, and he just like,
I get Fortnite? Wanna play Fortnite?
Yeah, like I get not wanting to do homework, but then it just starts like having an attitude, and like, I don't know, you just being a kid, and even put his hands on me. Now, he might. No. I don't care how the age gap is. I'll be, and usually I'll like get rough with him a little bit. But like at that point, when he put his hands on me, I got tight, and I was like, I'm not gonna put my hands on him. But like, I handled the situation in the factor like, yo, you go over there. You're like really bugging. Like, obviously you can't do your schoolwork right now. And then we talked it out when I calmed down, and he was like, yeah, I'm sorry. Little fives, I think he was like 5 or 6 at the time, like apologizing, but like from that moment I knew it was like, oh wait, I probably don't have to beat him. But like I said, I do rough him up every once in a while, but like if I'm ever in that instant, I'm not gonna like,
your child wouldn't put their hands on you. I feel like there's just like that natural,
you sure?
There's typically, like, for children, there's just like naturally in their brain they don't want to like do anything, because they'll be like, this is my parents, like they already know that from birth, so they don't really want to like cross that barrier, because there's no parents really where you have to say like, if you put your hands on me, like, it's your life. Like, they just kind of already know that. I've never actually heard of, unless if like, you know, for some reason the kid's just like bad, like there is no really a kid that just goes like fuck it and then they just slap their mom or something like that. And like, do they really give them warning saying like, if you touch me I'm gonna do something, like, you know?
What about their siblings?
Well, siblings is different because there's not that, it's about a hierarchy of respect, because at the end of the day, like, we're animals. So like, if you have, for example, if you go with like dogs, right, if a dog is the leader of the pack, or wolves, if the wolf is the leader of the pack, no one's really going to like want to fight him. But then there could be like eventually that one wolf that wants to like go off and actually challenge them. And then, like I said, that's if like the kid is bad, right? But then like siblings will fight all the time because it's just like you don't have that power over me, you know. Like me and my brother used to wrestle all the time, you know. But it's just like
wrestle fight or wrestle like
no, not wrestle like fight, just like wrestle just to like fuck around.
Okay.
But like, you know, I used to like slam him on the fucking bed and stuff like that, you know. But it's like we weren't like we're just like fucking around, you know. At the end of the day, animals do that too. Animals will like fuck around with each other, but they're not actually gonna like full on like beat each other's ass, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, let's say one of your child is like real life bullying the other one to the point where like bruises, not even bruises, like
that
broken.
That would be interesting.
I'm like, so if you want to pick on something, you want to fight somebody, I'm like,
Facts,
I'm gonna give him gloves. I'm gonna give. We gonna have, bro. I'm like, let's box. No, I'm dead ass, bro. I'm like, if you want, like, if you pick on Orson, like, if to that extent, like, actually bullying, like, hurting this nigga on like a weekly basis, all right, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't have let that shit slide. Like as a parent,
that shit
would have been addressed like right then and there, bro.
Facts.
That shit, it's not going on over time, but you have to box.
Absolutely. That's a very interesting thing because it's just like. It's like yes, that you gotta like rectify and handle the situation, but like that's very interesting because it's like how the fuck did they even get to this point?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like y'all siblings. It's like
as a parent, you gonna have to address that shit like right away. Like if you see that, bro, if you're going from a weekly, I'm like nah,
not even weekly. It's just like the first time, like if it happens, like if it happens the first time, I'll be like, hey yo, like because I would assume it's an accident. I'll be like, yo guys, like you gotta watch how you're roughing up each other and shit like that. You know, if they say okay, I'm gonna be like okay, like. I feel like the situation was handled, but like if you do it again, I'm like, yo, like what the fuck are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying?
Siblings gonna fight, like
but like but what he's talking about is like bruises.
Bullying.
Like
actually, but that's talk. He talking about bullying, but I'm talking if it's a fight, then like I mean, still address it. But like if it's come to like point where it's like your older siblings bullying you, we gonna have to address that shit right away. Okay. I mean, with me, I know I didn't say my the way I was gonna discipline mine. Like I mean, I ain't with my kids. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. I feel like we come too far to keep abusing our kids and shit like that with belts and shit. Like, to be honest, I feel like that's some slave shit.
No cap.
No cap. That's definitely how I feel. Like I feel like belt and all that shit. That's really some slave shit, bro. Like
it's passed down through history like that.
Yeah, it's like generation type shit. Yeah. Like we might have to break some generational curses. That's why I believe it is. So ain't gonna be none of that in my household. Definitely like, but discipline wise, like grounding shit, like talking to them, like certain type of talks and stuff like that. It might have to be a stern talk, might have to be like a teaching moment, but like everything will have to be a teaching moment where you can't repeat that shit again if you're messing up. So that's how it's gonna be a little but like I said, if it comes to that, like we had the box, that's the only type. Like you gonna have a chance to defend yourself. Like you gonna have a chance to defend yourself, but that's how far. I don't think it will ever come to that situation. I believe that if I have a son, like I think my son might try me. Like I feel like everybody tries. At one point, bro. At one point, bro. I feel like he gonna try me, but he gonna learn. Don't try me, bro. Don't try me.
Nah, fucking going down with that generational thing, like a slave shit. Like I know if I have a kid, or by the time I have a kid or whatever, the N word, like saying nigga, I'm gonna try to like get that out of my system. Because that's something that's also passed down. Like, you know, how black people used to say, especially during slave time, they would just say nigga to each other. So then, like, when someone else says it to you, like, your child doesn't really feel as effective, and it's not really, like, a negative thing to them. Like, it still hurts, but it's just like, oh, my parents say this all the time. You know what I'm saying?
You going to teach him nigga?
No, I'm going to have him, like, I'm going to not say it. So then...
Nigga,
like,
what? Something.
Yeah. I'm going to not say it. Like, if they pick it up, like, you know, and I hear them say it, I'm like, yo, like, we don't say that in this household.
I got a question for you, Naeem, though. So you say you don't want to. Let's say beat your child. Let's say your wife beat your child.
No. It's not going on in the house. I'm gonna find the right partner to know like that shit. Like we having kids, like that shit's not happening.
Yeah, me and Erica already talked about that. Like she don't even believe in beating, and I didn't believe in beating, so that was like, you know, perfect strike. Like not strike, but like check mark on the box.
All right, let's also talk about like the definition of a beating. Would you say like a smack on the hand or wrist or whatever it's called?
I'm talking about actual beating. Yeah,
I'm talking about actually being like, all right, go home, strip down. You about to get your ass whooped. I'm not talking about like getting a pop on the mouth. That's different. Okay, I understand that shit. Like that's nothing crazy, bro. I'm talking about whooping your kid, bro. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't even know if I would slap someone on the face because I feel like that's also disrespectful. But like
I'm
like
so
a
like,
slap on the hand, but like, hey yo, what you doing? You know, or something like that. Like,
and I've seen kids like get popped for some like if they talking to like an adult crazy or like they curse and they know they're not supposed to be saying, you get popped in the mouth and shit like that.
Yeah, that's I don't even know if that's I know that's a black thing for sure. Black people like love like pop you in the mouth. That's what my parents used to say. They'd be like, oh, watch what you say before I pop you in the mouth. So not parents, like everyone from Barbados, they'll usually say that. So that's definitely like a black thing for sure. Now would I do it? I don't know if I want to slap somebody in the face. That's disrespectful. Yeah, like getting slapped in the face, it's not equivalent to getting spit in the face, but it's just like I'm like, that's really disrespectful. I can't do it. You know, like if someone slapped me in the face, I'm like, whoa, nah, and I'll probably put my hands up.
Well, as a kid, I mean, when you're a kid, you probably wasn't thinking like, whoa. But you probably
but I was never slapped in the face.
No slap. I'm not talking about. All right, that does happen. But I'm talking about like.
Oh, like a little pop?
Yeah.
Oh no, when they say before I pop you in the mouth, they meant slap. Yeah, they meant full on like yeah.
Oh, you meant slap. Okay, I was thinking about like a quick pop in your mouth.
Yeah, I was never slapped in the face. That's very disrespectful. But a little pop, like, yo, watch your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's acceptable. I can see that because it's not really like disrespectful or like aggressive. Like, because a slap can just be fucking crazy,
bro. People used to be getting whooped like your parent was your op or some shit like that, bro. Facts. Like no cap, but
facts.
Yo.
I really believe it was them releasing their anger of the day.
I'm saying this. So I feel like we got to get past that shit. Well, I know I'm past that shit. I ain't whipping no kids, bro. Because I didn't like getting whooped. So like I know damn well they not gonna like getting whooped. So why would I do that to them?
Why would I do that? That shit is ridiculous.
All right. Well, since we about at the end of the podcast, I think it's about time to ask you these questions. So Raquan never got to answer the questions about well, he answered the if you got dubbed question, but or worst time you got dubbed, but he wasn't here last time when we added the new questions, so we got to get Raquan to answer these new questions that we asked last podcast. So the two questions that you got to answer are, well, I'll give you the first one. What was it?
Hold on, there was one with the sex worker, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah,
when I was watching it.
Would you date a sex worker?
No. But the only way I would actually date a sex worker is like if we both started an OnlyFans together. If that makes sense. Like if I actually went to that, like I crossed that road for whatever reason. If I cross that road for whatever reason, it's just like, okay, like we're doing the OnlyFans together. Like you're not getting fucked by somebody else. It's like I'm gonna be doing the fucking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but that's if I even cross that road, you know. But just like full on, like pull up and date a sex worker, nah, I wouldn't. Like I would have sex. Like if it was Tiana Trump, I'd fuck Tiana Trump.
You wouldn't date her though?
I wouldn't date her though. You know, I've seen way too many videos, way too much shit that you've done, and like everybody knows. Like I'm just gonna pull up in there, and it's just gonna be full on attention. Like, oh Tiana, like holy shit, this black porn star.
Okay, I never heard of her.
Yeah, she's sexy. But. Right. Be like, oh Tiana, you know, like, oh, I love your last video, and I gotta just sit there and like deal with that. And then plus, like on top of that, I know what she about to do. She about to go. She gonna be like, all right, honey, I'm off to work. It's like not. It's like, oh, word, I'm off to go get fucked. You know, like it's like I don't want to deal with that.
What if your girl was like a OnlyFans model, but you wasn't dating her yet, but she was an OnlyFans model?
I wasn't dating her and she was doing OnlyFans?
Yeah, but like not like she was doing like showing just titties and shit like that. But all that.
See, probably not. Because again, it's like if I was in the OnlyFans, it's like if I was to do it, like it's like, okay, you know, we're doing it together. So it's like more of a comfortability thing. It's just like I know like you're not getting fucked or anything like that.
Will she actually be a part of it?
Nah.
Like she's not your girl yet, but like
Nah. I would have to, if she asks me, I'm not doing it. But like it has to be like a conscientious thing, down bad, I really need money type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing with like the Crenshaw thing where you're just talking about like offered money. Like if you're offered money to like take the jail thing. Yeah, like if I was really down bad and I needed the bread, I'd be like, fuck, like you want to do this?
What if she was previously OnlyFans or a porn star model?
Previously? Nah, I don't think I could do it. I probably can't. Yeah, I can't do it. Like, there's no disrespect to them. Like, do what you need to do, like to survive, to each their own. But I can't wrap my head around it. knowing, because at the end of the day, like, right, like your girl, unless she's a virgin, your girl fucked somebody else. It's just the nature of the beast, right? Like you already know that someone was in them guts, or
say it like that,
right? Or eating her out. You already know, right? Like it's nothing that you can.
As I'm about to start an argument.
But like, there's nothing that like you can like do about that. But it's just like you move, like, you know. But you also did the same thing. But it's different when there's physical evidence for niggas to go back to watch all the time while you're dating that person.
Like,
you know,
you
like
arguing with somebody, this your girl right
here.
Yeah,
facts. And like, you know, like that's
a lot to take on.
It's a lot to take on, because it's like, yo, the evidence is already there. Like niggas already know who you are. Like they see the damage that you did.
Like
like
your titties on the
everything's
internet,
on the internet. Like it's just like nothing's sacred, you know. And I believe like in sex, like stuff is sacred. Like you don't just go around and being like telling everybody, like maybe like, you know, like what you tell like your close friends or something like that, right? And girls do it too, but like you're not like spreading all the information to your whole world, you know, because you know that shit is private. Like it's like, why would you want to, you know? But again, I understand people need the money or they're down bad and they get into the situation, so it's like, okay, teach their own. Like do what you gotta do.
I got like two of the kind of same questions. So what if she had did like a anonymous like type OnlyFans, but she never showed her face?
That's a hard one. Like if she never showed her face, then I think I could date her, because it's just like that could be anybody. You know, it's like if like same thing, like if a girl was selling feet pics, it's like those could be any feet. You know, like it's just like you don't know that's my girl's feet. You know, so that's a little bit different. I think I can like wrap my head around that.
What if she was an anonymous porn star?
Huh?
What if she was an anonymous porn star? Where her face is covered, but she's still getting
dogged
out. Yeah.
Nah. Because again, it's like the receipts are there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the receipts are there. It's I don't want to know and have seen the receipts of you getting fucked. I can understand that you've been fucked or whatever. Or like, let's say if you fuck like 10 guys or whatever, it's like I can understand that. Like whatever. I don't care, as long as like you don't got nothing down there. You healthy down there. I'm not gonna catch nothing. It's like, all right, whatever, you know. But I don't want to like know about the receipts, because eventually I'm gonna get curious and I'm like, what did this bitch do? And I'm gonna look it up, you know. So I don't want to like have that there. And then plus like that anonymous shit only goes so far, because like for the face, like, you know, when they blur it out, because like
I wouldn't even say like, even what if it was even in the camera, like she's like just neck down.
Nah, because I would know. I would see the receipts and I'd be like, nah, I'm good, you know. But if it's like an anonymous thing, in terms of, how do I put this? In terms of like, you know, just normal life, where it's just like you meet a girl, you know, good girl, but like she's fucked whoever. It's just like, okay, I don't know about it. I know you've done it, but like if I see the receipts and I know about the receipts, like that changes the whole game for me. I can't wrap my head around it.
What if you didn't? What if you never knew, and then somehow like someone either told you or you found out by yourself
I'll feel betrayed.
I feel betrayed. But like, what if she wasn't doing it anymore, but you found out after?
I'll feel betrayed. I'll be like, yo, you should have told me this from the jump, you know. Like it doesn't, like at the end of the day, it doesn't change who she is if she's a good person and stuff like that. But yeah, it would hurt my soul, because like it's just like you didn't technically lie to me, but it's just like that's a big part. Like I should have known something like that, and like you should have let me take the conscientious decision to decide if I really want to do this or not. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like I figure out, I'm like, fuck. Like
something like that should be told in the beginning of the relationship, because I feel like when it's not that, like feelings aren't as deep right there, but as soon as feelings are like established, and then you find that shit like, after, and it's like, damn, like what? That shit gonna hurt you, bro. That shit is gonna hurt you. I'm telling you right now, like
yeah. But I would definitely feel betrayed, and I'll like break up. But like if it's like, you know, because who knows, like if like, you know, you get old, let's say like you're around like 34, because 34, like not every man and not every woman is gonna be like this super attractive person like how they were in their 20s, you know. So like usually people start it can't be. So like usually people start settling down, you know, around that time. So it's just like, you know, like if I can look, so maybe I'll be able to look past it at my age now, 24. No way in hell I can't look past it. I'll find somebody else, fuck it.
No way in hell.
But like, you know, 34 or something like that, it's like, you know what, she's a good girl, like she's a good, and damn, if we had a kid, fuck, let's say we had no kids, but I'd be like, you know what, she's a good girl or good woman. You know, she takes care of me. I take care of her. We got shit on lock. We're doing very well together. Like, you know what? You haven't done this in years. The past is in the past. Then maybe I'll take that conscientious decision to like still do it. But it's like, allow me to make that decision. I don't want to figure out later. Because if I figure out later, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I don't give a fuck if I'm 34. I'll be like, I'm done. I'll find somebody else. Go on fucking christianmingle.com or something. I don't know.
You said christianmingle.com. You could have said Tinder, but it said Christian Mingle. Yeah, okay. And then the last question, would you cheat on your man? Wow.
Whoa. No, pause.
I meant to say, would you snitch on your man or cheat on your girl?
Before, like, what am I snitching on? Or is it just in general?
Like, if you got in a certain situation where the cop said,
oh, there's cops involved? I would cheat on my girl.
You would cheat on your girl instead of snitch on your man? Wait, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah. I wouldn't snitch on my man's. I would cheat on my girl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because at the end, because if there's cops involved and stuff like that, and it's something where like let's say like the nigga can go to prison, like, I'm sorry, Erica,
Okay.
when you watch this later.
Okay, but what if
I would have to. It's just
Okay.
like I'm not gonna like just let you go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
what if what if they was asking them same questions as you, but y'all didn't know, and so they saying like, oh, your man said this and that, and like, so if you don't tell the truth, you going to jail for this amount of time, and he asked the same question to you. What are you doing?
So let's say if it's Jahmar, right? And then they access in different rooms. I would hope the nigga would be like, he would lie, cause I'm gonna lie. I'm just gonna look at him and be like, yo, bro.
Jahmar already said he's snitching.
Deadass, you snitching?
You didn't hear last episode?
I guess I skipped over that part. Damn. Well, I guess I'm going to jail because, you know, because it's like, you know, I would hope the nigga in the next room just be like, nah, that didn't happen because now our story's on lock.
Y'all SO, well, I'm snitching. Like I said, I ain't going to jail for nobody, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know if I could feel comfortable knowing that I really feel like I put a nigga in jail, case. You know, or prison. Obviously, like certain situations where it's like, you know, like you killed somebody and like I know about it and the cops ask me, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you know, like I'm just like, this man's a psychopath, you know, lock him up. But you know, so if you kill somebody, I'm sorry, like I'm snitching. I'm sorry, I ain't no hood nigga.
I think
I'm
it
snitching.
depends on the case. I think it depends on the case.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. But if we're just talking about like a normal case, like it's like, yeah, I'm lying. I'm lying right there. I'm lying on the stand. I'm lying to whoever I need to lie to. But if it's like you murdered somebody, I'll be like, yeah, he did it.
Me and my lawyer, we gonna be telling the truth, and that's it. Like I'm telling this my story, the truth. Like that's it. Like if it happens that you kill somebody and
killing, yeah. But if we're talking about like some normal shit, like
what's normal?
I don't know, like something that's like a petty crime, whatever a petty crime that you can think of. Like I'll be like, oh nah, you know,
not wearing your seatbelt,
yeah, or whatever. I'll be like, oh nah, like, you know, nah. But like if it's like something serious, like killed, like yeah, I'm snitching. I'm snitching. Absolutely. I'm sorry. I ain't from no hood. I don't rep no hood. There is no one that I have to protect like that. Like this man is a psychopath. Lock him the fuck up.
We some civilian ass niggas, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, this man is a psychopath.
Like, we grew up in a nice town. Like yeah, damn. All right, y'all. Damn, I gotta use the bathroom. No cap.
Time to end the episode.
So thank y'all for tuning into the DNE podcast. We on episode 4. If you haven't already, if you're on YouTube watching, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter because we are also on there. Oh, we're also on TikTok also. We got a clips channel. I gotta update and stuff so we can get that going too for the people that like short form content and like the reels and TikTok like type shit too. Cause I always upload that on there. For our audio listeners, thank y'all for listening. Make sure you leave a 5-star on either Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. That's where we're on right now. And so yeah, thank you guys for tuning in also. Ain't got anything else to say? Before I wrap it up? I mean, I already wrapped it up, but anything else to say?
Nah, nothing crazy. Everybody enjoy your day. Enjoy what you gotta do. Make some money.
It was slight hesitation.
Take it easy.
You, Jahmar?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. DNE Podcast sign off.
Peace.